What is the difference between cigars and cigarettes? First, cigars are made with all longleaf tobacco. Cigarettes, on the other hand, are made with processed tobacco, usually shredded, and also mixed in with multiple chemicals. One very obvious difference is the size and the shape. Cigars tend to have a lot more nicotine in them when compared to cigarettes. You have to keep in mind that cigars are made of only tobacco. Therefore, there's more tobacco in the cigar than there is in the cigarette. Cigars are handcrafted and aged to maximize the flavor for the consumer, where cigarettes are mass-produced. The biggest difference, other than the contents within the cigarette and cigar, would be the way the smoker smokes that item. A cigar is meant to be slow, relaxed, and savored, used in celebrations or just relaxation, where a cigarette is a quick fix. It's quick, it's fast. Get that nicotine in and get that satisfaction of that nicotine buzz. So in short, other than both cigarettes and cigars containing tobacco and nicotine, they're not similar at all.
The three main cuts on a cigar. First, we have the traditional straight cut. This is again the most traditional cut on a cigar, and it's going to remove the most amount of surface area off the cap. This is going to in turn give you the most amount of airflow coming through that cigar, resulting in usually the most amount of smoke. Some individuals don't like a straight cut because they don't like the particles that could potentially go in their mouth, which is fine. That would move us over to a punch cut. A punch cut is going to give you a circular round hole at the end of your cigar, but it also keeps the cap intact. This is going to limit any particles getting in your mouth. That's why this may be a good option for somebody maybe newer, and it's also going to give you a least amount of airflow and smoke through the cigar. So this is a great option for somebody who's just starting out getting into cigars and wants to try the cigar experience. Then we move over to one that's becoming the most popular that I see, and it is a V cut. This right here is a deep V, and this is going to keep the shoulder and the cap somewhat intact. So we're not getting unraveling, but it still keeps the shoulder and the cap intact, which is very nice. It's said that the V cut is great for capturing some of that built up of tar while the smoker is smoking. This is also going to give you a middle of the road airflow and smoke. So this is a great option if you want something a little bit more than the punch cut, but you don't necessarily want the straight cut. Let me know in the comments if you have any other questions. I hope you enjoyed the video.